Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dragalia Lost. I'm Captain Gamer, and it is time to look at the Forgotten Truths event. No, you did not miss a stream. This is my first proper Let's Play VOD in years. And that's because we're going to Forgotten Truths, but the real reason why we're doing that is because this event right over here, the Dawn of Dragalia, is going to be going away soon. So I want to get that out of the way, and I do not have enough stream time scheduled. You'll notice I made a little bit of an edit there, because I absolutely had a brain fart on the word I wanted to say. So this is going to be a very brief, hopefully, and efficient stream. So, we just completed Chapter 14, in which Nedrick made himself known. But, you know, a little bit of a meanwhile, we have the Forgotten Truths, and then we will look at the Dawn of Dragalia after that, so let's get into it. I downloaded the event before. There's a lady with a big old manicast over there. So, what do we have in our prologue story, Premonitions, which features Zethia front and center. Let me get it a little bit closer. Everyone fought for themselves and for those they loved. To see one standing in the face of a great calamity, even though it may cost them their life, such a sight is the face of love given form. Did I say that right? Yep, so this is a kind of a flashback. According to the guide that I had for our story order, this is supposed to happen after Chapter 13, before Morsayati got Kirby'd up by Baron. I am a captive, and all I can do is pray I am not consumed by hate. Unlike me when I play Splatoon. I grant you a duty, prisoner. Oh? So this really was kind of a Zelda Breath of the Wild situation, huh? Let me really check quickly. No, I am not live streaming. A duty? Oh yeah, I remember making the joke, oh no, he's hot. Or was it, oh yes, he's hot? Just so, you will bear witness to the truth, then despair of it endlessly. This is your final duty, prisoner. Now go. Alright then. Morsayati can just chuck Zethia's consciousness into portals now. Yeah. I ate something really quickly before recording this. I can move my body, but what of the other? That kind of looks like a futuristic world to me. Were we chucked into the future? Or the far-flung past, when humanity's hubris led it to be a bustling economy, civilization, before it got taken down by said hubris. I can word. What? Future sounds. I hear din from all around me, and behold great towers of iron rising high. By Ilia, it is a great craft in the sky, some manner of airship, perhaps. I've seen such in books, but this cannot be. This is impossible, yet I have no choice but to believe what my eyes show me. To my knowledge, there was only one time humans boasted of advanced civilizations such as this. It was 1,000 years ago, during the era in which the goddess herself lived. So that answers my question. The entire time you think you're in the future, but you're actually in the past. Unfortunately, this sounds like it is copyrighted all heck. Oh wait, never mind. That was That was footage of the end of Chapter 14, so I guess we're right where we need to be. Man, we have a whole anime opening for this. I mean, they still use the splash pages that are probably from the storyline and all the portraits. So, you have this central-looking lady over here. You have Guy over here. You got Dragon over here. By the way, I've already seen this story. Ooh. Lady just got Honkai impacted. I have no idea what that even means. We got this fairy woman, and Zethia makes a couple of friends, it seems. We done with the copyrighted music. Seems like it. And something spooks Zethia. Almost get run over by one of those horseless chariots. I thought I was going to be run down by one of those speeding iron boxes. Yep, that's what happens. Fish out of water in more technologically advanced time and era. I am not prepared to deal with the vagaries of this place yet. I must find an area with fewer comings and goings. I'm surprised that Zethia's first thought was, why am I no longer in the prison? Even though he's probably disoriented enough. How did I end up like this? Where am I? The past? Another world entirely? No matter the case, I have not an inkling how I could have been spirited away to such a place. Flashing light warning. There you go, now our memory's coming back. Could that gate have been... Ah! By the goddess! You might be a little bit more on the nose than you think. Ow! Heavens, now what? There! See, sir! Well, that's not good. Let me go! I told you I'm not helping you! Oh no! She is being chased by man! Girl is being chased by man! Truly, a riveting screenplay. Pray forgive the rough treatment, but I fear we're simply that fervent about the matter in question. Hmm? Who are you? She's just some random lady I ran into. Got nothing to do with this. Actually telling the complete truth. We will be the judge of that. Bring her along. Sir. What's going on? Who are you people? I haven't even been here 5 minutes and I'm captured again. Yeet! Or yoink. Okay, August, that's enough. I'm not going to let you run around manhandling people like this. This is not the way I wish to proceed either, but as this concerns the fate of our great nation, one must dispense with the feelings and rely on cold fact alone. Oh, please, as if your motivations are noble. Now then, lead the way and take us to your secret playground. Man, girl has this big ol' cannon, this big ol' railgun on her back. Shouldn't she just be able to, you know, point and click at them? Come on! Morals by the wayside. And if I refuse, then the cruel fate of this young woman will be on your hands alone. Ah, poor Zethia. If only she took those self-defense classes like Yuden insisted. No, not Yuden. Yuden would have been like, I will protect you forevermore. Probably would have been more like Valix or something. If Valix had anything to do with Zethia. The Alberian royalty seem to be quite the characters. Fine. This way. You there, stranger. Follow us. You heard him. Walk. It looks as though I've gotten myself embroiled in something most foul. Oh, my brother. Don't know what that's supposed to mean. Oh, my brother. So, this is the laboratory of the genius alchemist, eh? Remarkable. Yay, I found it! Whoop-de-doo for you! Now let the lady go. Someone as bright as you must be aware we didn't just come here merely to observe. Open it! Open one of your fell grates to the other world. A gate to the other world? Morsayati was summoned from such gate 1,000 years ago. If this is 1,000 years in the past, then it's possible that Great Calamity could be summoned forth from this very gate. Stop! These gates are not something to be flung open so carelessly. Hang on, random lady. How do you even know about the gates? I knew you two were in cahoots. Very well then. Seize. Ah! Now, what will you do? Open the gate, I guess. But it's not exactly perfected yet, so don't go holding me responsible if it doesn't go how you want. Enough distraction. I will see it done. You mustn't. And here we go. Just like in the Fractured Futures. Yeah, Fractured Futures. Where we're going back into the past, except I don't think this is the preventable past. Morsayati is clearly showing us his origin story. Though, is Zethia changing the past just by being there? I mean, is she gonna move a chair somewhere, and all of a sudden Newton's gonna be a lizard man? Or is this just an interactive vision? Okay, preparations are complete. Here we go. Hey, it's the splash screen from the anime intro. This time with sound. At last. Forcing connection of opposing poles. Completed conceptual construction of Omega Key. That's not the video wigging out. That's in-game. The very fabric of space-time is glitching out. Dedicated mana kiln conversion rate steady at 80%. Space-time distortion and mana phase transition detected. Region load within allowable range. Commencing conceptual construction of Otherworld Gate. Linked. Initiating real number conversion from root point to normal space. No apparent rejection reaction to the key. Counting down until gate opening. 5, 4... What in the world is happening? My thoughts exactly, Zethia. 3, 2, 1... Gate opening! Oh no, things went negative. That's never good. Negative is the opposite of positive. Morsayati. Oh, what a wondrous sight. Just be careful there. Don't want to get Indiana Jonesed. Humanity would rule over all the world if we could only harness this power. Wait, hang on. It's fiends. Fiends are emerging. I told you it wasn't ready. Whew. August got some moves, gotta admit. Hey, random lady, can you fight? A bit, yes. Well, with as much mana as you have oozing out of you, I'm guessing a bit is gonna be more than enough. Now let's take advantage of this chaos and get the heck out of here. Come on. Right. Hey, Zethia got uncaptured. Amazing. You didn't stand to learn a thing or two from Girl. Without any concept of what was happening around me, I took her hand and fled as fast as my legs could carry me. I know only one thing. The great wheel of history is on the cusp of turning. And then Ilya asking us, what drives you? Nothing drives me. I'm always the designated driver. Okay. Oh yeah, see? Let's go ahead and slap Ilya at the lead of the team.
In combat.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I can show you what I loved to do as Ilya. It's completely impractical, but I had so much fun doing it this way. Why am I looking at chat? I should be looking over here. This is the only direction I need to be looking while I'm recording a VOD. Alright, let's go! Let's roll! Oh, wait. Literally, let's roll. If you'll notice, Ilya is one of those mana casters who has a special roll where every single time she rolls, she shoots out a little burst fire.
Don't call me the goddess for nothing. Though that really hasn't sunk in yet.
I didn't hear that. What did you say, Ilya? You said something about being modest? Oh, doesn't matter. Alright, the Genius Alchemist. Anyways, I think this character was available to pull at this time. So, the fact that she's called Girl at this point is kind of funny. But for the sake of dramatic irony and, ah, shoot. The picture is not quite perfect. Evan. Well, there's a little bit, there's a little gray line all the way at the top there. I need to get rid of that. And then, oh, I guess that just corrected everything. Nice. Alright, so they're running off together. Ugh. These things don't give up. Ah! Yeah, roll shot. I guess that's the last of them. Well, they don't give up. They sure die. It would seem so. Still, we gotta look alive. August and his goons could come along any minute. We should put some distance between us and them. Was that an explosion? Yeah, probably my lab blowing up. Guessing the mana kiln went highwire. Probably couldn't withstand the power of the opposing poles. Better throw that on the giant pile of improvements to make whenever I get a spare minute. Huh. You're taking it pretty well that that the place where you work is gone. Right, bad guy chasing us. Sorry, I tend to get distracted when science comes up. Back to running. Science! Please, hold on a moment. I realize how late in the day it is for introductions, but who are you? Oh, right. Haven't introduced myself. I'm Ilya. Basically, she's just like, oh yeah, how you doing? Jesus of Nazareth. Ilya? Yes? Oh, it's nothing. My name is Zethia. Sorry for putting you in all that danger, Zethia. Totally my bad. I want to explain the situation, so I'd like you to come with me. And you. I'm sorry, but who is the second you in that sentence? Navi! Heavens, what is this light? Zethia's starting to speak like me now. It came from the gate I opened earlier. Guess it's following us for some reason. I couldn't stand having something I brought from another world being put to ill use, so better bring it along. Let's go, you! Is that light just all of a sudden gonna go, Mama? We'll head over to my hideout. A woman with the same name as the goddess in a world 1,000 years ago. Whatever is happening here? You have to wonder. Ilya's hideout! I'm back, Mean? Mean? Meaning? Meaning? Probably not meaning. I am mean! Little bit less interesting, more waifu. I like that bell placement. Very tastefully done. Did you take a detour? I was so worried. You're still going to be overprotective when I'm an old lady, aren't you? Oh, and I brought a couple of guests. Guests? Hello, madam. I am Zethia. Ilya made a friend. Oh, how delightful! But yes, hello. I am Ilya's foster mother. You may call me Mean. Your manam, are you a spiritual projection? It's true. My body is being used as a vessel for the other in my own world. Yes, I am. Crafting a body out of mana is difficult, even for us fairies. However did you manage to do it? Questions can wait, Mean. That's how they get out of trying to explain it. Ilya's just like, no time for that! You have another guest to greet. Mama! Ilya, did you open a gate? Look at the big brain on Mom. Humility is already in conflict. Humanity, I mean. Humanity is already in conflict with the dragons, Ilya. Who knows? Maybe the dragons have an ego problem. Yet you would have us keep here an otherworldly being that they so detest? Please send it back at once. In other words, put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. It's fine. I'm gonna look after it. This is no pet, Ilya. I swear, sometimes I think you enjoy making me worry over you. And I swear you would wrap me in a blanket and never let me leave the house if you had her way. Come here, little fella. Let's go. Come on. Who's a good little ball of light? You are. Where did I go wrong with you? Forgive me for showing up uninvited. Oh, it's alright. I have learned to expect such things from my Ilya. Now have a seat while I prepare some specialty fairy herbal tea. Thank you very much. Such beautiful wings. While much larger than not, she's still clearly a fairy. But what am I supposed to do now? Hey, so where's your body? And how did you know about the gates anyway? Well... Ilya, you mustn't pry into people's affairs like that. It's terrifically rude. Once again, just avoiding certain plot points. Probably could have really had a butterfly effect, like I said. If it is true that Zethia is being projected to the past and actually actively changing things. Or creating a split timeline, who knows? Yes, Mom, but okay, if you're not the chatty type, I guess I'll have to do the talking. I'm being pursued by the government because they want my research. Your work on Otherworld Gates? Exactly. They want to summon a creature. They want to summon a creature from the Otherworld so they can turn it into a weapon of war. So typical. Anyway, they'll do anything they can to get what they want, include killing people. I'm sorry you ended up involved with that mess today, because it means they've now set their sights on you too. Probably best to lie low and stay away from the city for a while. Oh, looks like it's done. Excuse me a minute. She appears to be making something. Some kind of baked good, perhaps? I hope whatever she's making is nothing dangerous. But I've also learned better than to hold such high hopes tightly. Voila! It's done! It's a husbando! It's truly beautiful. My greatest work ever. Well, what do you think, Zethia? I'm sorry. What is this? It almost looks like I alchemized the body. I played God. Or goddess, I guess you can say. As if I could be one of those. You made a body? How? Alchemy, baby! I'm sorry, alchemy? Just, don't look at my arm, my leg, or my younger brother. Wait, hold on. You seriously don't know what alchemy is? Seriously? That is kind of surprising. Alchemy is a long-gone art. If I'm not mistaken, this era was the golden era. This era. Oh no, I was right. This era was the golden era of alchemy. Perhaps such things are perfectly normal here. Not at all. I was merely a bit surprised. Well, anyway, this is a little physical form I made for that light we brought here. When it followed me, I realized it seemed to have a will of its own. So I wondered if maybe we could communicate and come to understand each other if it had a physical body. Oh, come now, this is simply too much. You're giving a body to a being from the other world. I told you I'd look after it. Sheesh, so what's your name, new friend? Name? No, huh? Okay then, I'll give you one. Your name will be... my favorite Borderlands character, Mordecai. Mordecai? Yeah, Mordecai, my beloved masterwork. I'm gonna just slap you up on the fridge right now. It looks similar to Morsayati, but I don't sense any malice or evil from it. Nice foreshadowing, Zethia! Has my meeting with Ilya here caused a change in history? Yeah, you're gonna get yanked right back and everything's gonna be hunky-dory. If Ilya didn't bump into me, she would have escaped those soldiers and been able to complete her research? If history has indeed been changed, then what will become of the future? Great to meet you, Mordecai! Ah, yeah, baby. I have a feeling that I'm just gonna do all of the reading, and not so much the gameplay here. Mostly because this is all really important storyline content anyway. By the way, it's about, it's almost 5 o'clock on, Saturday over here. So, in about 2 hours, I do my Metroid, Dread speedrun. So I'll make up for it in that regard. 1,000 years ago, with the development of alchemy... 1,000 years ago, with the development of alchemy, humanity reached great heights in its prosperity. Its iron cities sprawling across the earth and into the sky. But while humans enjoyed peace and pleasures alike, this brought ruin to nature and sickened its mana. Nature versus technology. Classic story. This disruption of nature and mana alike ate away at the dragons and threatened to rob them of their very lives, and they eventually launched a war against the humans. So it wasn't an ego thing, it was out of very strict necessity. The struggle was terribly fierce, and was said to have continued for so long that some foresaw no end to the bloodshed. Eventually, the short-lived humans grew impatient with the situation and began a new and reckless plan. To achieve victory over the dragons, they built a key to open a gate to another world, and from it summoned forth a calamity. But this calamity was not an ally, neither human nor dragon. It brought ruin to all, and the world was soon plunged into despair. This calamity, which humans called forth from the ends of existence, eventually became known as the Other. One dragon in particular was gravely concerned over the collapse of order the Other brought about, the Hollow Worm Elysium, greatest among the dragons and the ruler of light. Elysium chose a single human of noble spirit and formed a pact with her. This human was the first Auspex, Ilia, who came to be revered in later years as the Goddess. Ilia traveled with Elysium and proselytized far and wide, telling all that reclaiming the bonds held between people and dragons in ages past would grant the power needed to stand against the Other. People found hope in their appearances, and eventually discarded their enmity with the dragons, and fought together at their side. After a long and difficult struggle, the Other was finally sealed away. In the years since, humanity abandoned the excess of civilization and chose to live a simpler life together with the dragons. This is the story of the First War of Binding, which begat the beginning of Ilian history. So, Ilia was not one of those, creation goddesses, but, kind of an ascended personality. That is the history I know, but it appears the past I find myself in now is wholly different. Or maybe it has yet to pass. In exchange for offering mana for Ilia to use in her research, she has allowed me to stay in her home. It has been several days since I first came to this era, and I have been unable to decide what course I ought to take. Mordecai! Ilia, what is love? Woo! This man asking the real questions. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Woo! That's a toughie. Honestly, you'll find just as many opinions as there are people in the world, so there really isn't one that's the right answer. Love is something without an answer. Sorta, yeah. Which is why you have to find the answer that works for you. But I have total faith you will someday. To see the two of them interact so... This time period truly is completely unlike the history I know. If my meeting with Ilia changed history, then I must do all that I can to put things back to rights. So if you could prevent the rise from Morsiati, you wouldn't? You would just like, Morsiati's not gonna come on up. Nope, you're gonna take my body in the future. Excuse me, what? If I do not, it will have an impact on the future, perhaps leading to my siblings and I not being born. And yet... Someone else has their thinking face on. Oh, hello, Mean. Well, Ilya and Mordecai certainly seem to have become fast friends. You were against Mordecai staying here, weren't you? I was. Dragons and fairies and the like dislike beings from the other worlds. Humans and dragons are in conflict right now, and I am wary of anything that could cause additional disturbance. Further, there are many unknowns when it comes to otherworldly beings. If this thing brought harm to Ilya, I just don't know what I would do. You clearly love her very much. I do. Her birth mother entrusted her to me when she was a baby, and I raised her as my own from that day forth. I changed when I met Ilya. She is more precious to me than anything, which often leads to my being overprotective. But while I am worried about this whole Mordecai situation, a small part of me is also pleased that he is here. Ilya does not much care for people, and until recently has shunned relations with anyone other than myself. Yet Mordecai and you both seem to have very good relationships with her. It makes me think that if Mordecai were to remain here, Ilya would be able to get by without being lonely if I were gone. Are you planning to leave? We fairies have a period of adolescence in which our bodies grow large. Only then are we allowed to leave our kingdom and learn of the outside world. But once our bodies return to their original size, we return home to our land and can never again leave it. That was a little bit of a lore dump there. So, fairies start small, they get big, they explore the world, then they get small again, and then they go home. In that case, what happened with Not? Is it a biological thing? Or is that just a matter of, just precedence? But that means, yes, when that day comes, and it could come any time, I will be parted from Ilya. But so long as I know Ilya is happy, I will be content. I had no idea. In order for this world to progress according to the history I know, the other must be summoned into it. Yet, that would mean ruination for a world where I now care for the people in it. Is it truly right to summon forth the other and bring about destruction here? Well, like you said, do you want to risk just snapping yourself out of existence? Or do you want to create an even better future? Or maybe an even worse future? I mean, maybe more Sayati prevents something worse from happening. You think of that, Zethia? What ought I believe in? What ought I protect? The boldness on Zethia to think that she can make such a difference. Oh, Goddess Ilya, please guide me. Is Ilya gonna be overhearing that? There you are, Zethia. Do you need something, Ilya? Imagine that. Praying to God and God answered you, technically. I want to ask you something. I'm the sort who can't sit still when something grabs my attention, you know? So sorry for getting right to the point, but you're not from this world, are you? What? Yeah, see, I've done a lot of research in other worlds to help me figure out how otherworld gates work. And I know that day I opened the gate, there was another location, separate from my lab, that experienced an interaction with another world. And then along comes this strange lady who doesn't know the first thing about alchemy or anything else that even the most basic child of this era would know. You're distant, you're secretive, and you basically change the subject whenever your past comes up. I mean, this isn't alchemy. You're clearly not from here. Ugh. Anyway, I came up with a hypothesis. You came here from some other world, entered the woods, and ran into me. And you stopped me from opening the gate because you're from the future, and you know something about what would have happened if I did. Well, how'd I do? Assuming for a moment you are correct, what would you do with me? Do? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to check my math on this theory and see if I was right. Science! That's all? Yep, that's all. Woo! People from my Discord posting memes. Which brings me back. If you're enjoying this VOD so far, you better be watching it. Everyone from the regular Dragalia Lost streams, like this video, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, join the Discord. You wouldn't wish to ask me more questions about the future? Or anything? Look, you're my friend and I trust you. And besides, it's not like I've spilled the beans about all my secrets either. This is sort of my first time doing the whole friends thing. I'm not really sure what's right and what's not. Is that bad? If you are happy with this arrangement, then I am as well. For sure. Anyway, that's all. Come back home before it gets cold, okay? Of course. I'd like to become closer friends with you. I really mean it. Something menacing about that when you have such a serious look on your face. I feel the same. Yay! Okay then, good night. She is completely unlike the goddess Ilya that I pictured in my mind, and yet I'm absolutely certain that she is. Pray God, pray guide me, goddess, and this world. Well, we didn't exactly get led into a combat situation, so we're just gonna keep this moving. Oh heavens, we're already 42 minutes into this. Probably 10 minutes of such being me rambling. Have you determined Ilya's location? No, sir. It appears she has not returned to her apartment in the slums, but we have yet to determine her actual whereabouts. And what of the other woman? She remains missing as well. It's highly possible they are together. Still, we will make no progress searching for them blindly. We must now proceed to the next step of our plan. We must force Ilya out of hiding, and I have just the way to do it. The mana is terribly disturbed. We will be in dire straits if this continues. First they burned Zeller Forest, then they contaminated Lake Yuki. They're systematically destroying nature, which means dragons are going to rage. That seems both incendiary and dangerous. Do they think their actions will weaken the dragons somehow? I don't know, but I've got a very bad feeling about all this. Better look into it. How shall we begin? Oh, I've got a secret tool up my sleeve. It'll need some maintenance, though. Care to lend a hand, Mordecai? Of course. You mustn't do anything dangerous, Ilya. She isn't even listening to me. Whatever is the kingdom planning, I hope it doesn't turn into something more serious, but... Hopes and dreams often are memes. I don't know. Wanted to create a rhyme there. A few days later... Ta-da! Behold my new communication, an invention, a communication interception system! What? This baby lets us listen in when people are speaking to one another, which means we can eavesdrop on the royal army. You can do that? It sounds terribly risky. Are you certain the army won't know you're listening in? Yep. But if you're still worried, I'm happy to give a very long and boring rundown on how exactly it works. You know I would never understand it even if you did, so I will simply have to trust that you are taking all precautions. Thanks, Mom. Okay, switching it on now. Did my lights flicker at the very moment she switched it on? Our date was amazing. Oh, I just love you so much, Honey Pants. Whoops, that's just a couple of love-struck royals gabbing away. Or they could be grabbing away. We don't have any visual. Maybe I can retune the thing a little? Oh's well. It was interference from the dragons, but with unexpected ranges. That's what we want. This ought to be enough provocation. Now then, what of progress on the other matter? Has it not aroused suspicion amongst the citizenry? That's definitely August talking. Probably to one of his flunkies. Not a one, sir. All 100 have been installed throughout the city. We now have but to wait for the day. Okay, what are they on about? Good. Soon the dragons will succumb to their anger and attack the city. Once that happens, the mana bombs we set will explode and end them all. Huh! Good work. Let us hope the day of our victory comes swiftly. Sir! They've started destroying the forest and lake in order to provoke the dragons. And when they invade the city, the mana bombs will turn it into a sea of fire. And they're not informing the citizens because they won't want the dragons to notice anything unusual. These people are just the worst! So what will we do, Ilya? Well, the smart thing is probably to run somewhere far away and wait for all this to play out however it does. But doing that would make us a bunch of selfish trash, no better than August. There are millions of people in the city, and I won't stand by and watch them burn. I have to stop this, no matter what. Will you come with me? Of course. Ilya, no! You can't just run into such danger without so much as a plan. I do have a plan. I'm gonna disarm the bombs by nullifying the mana inside them. It should be easy enough to suss out the locations of the mana bombs if I look at a map and the city's layout. Because they'll be set in locations that'll be effective for taking down and attacking dragons. Can the four of us really disarm 100 bombs? Means just like, what do you mean 4? I don't know, but we have to try. I understand what you're saying, but... Let me guess, you're worried about me? Though it is a horrible thing to say, your life is more precious to me than the lives of a million strangers. Is that love? Yeah, Mordecai, it is. But it's precisely because Meen loved me and raised me that I know this. All those inhabitants of the capital also have people they love. The pain of losing so much is just... it's unimaginable. So I don't have a choice here. I have to act. I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me. You are correct, of course. Meen wondering where she went wrong with Ilya, but she clearly went all right. Besides, it just means I will have to go with you and ensure you remain safe. I will also protect Ilya. I will come as well. Thanks, guys. In that case, we'll sneak into the capital at night and get to disarming. Everybody good with that? if we head out now, things should be pretty quiet once we arrive. But we are some distance from the city. If we leave now, we'll reach the capital just as the sun is beginning to rise. Sure, if we go on foot. Is there another way? Sister, you have no idea. Step right this way. Oh boy! Are we gonna teleport? Are we gonna have a high-speed vehicle segment? In any case, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording right here and switch this over to MKV because I'm very paranoid that I'm gonna lose this recording. I can just feel a blue screen of death coming on, so be right back.